How's it going, everybody? I'm back in Fallout 4, and this is a build that I did a long time ago. I did one video on it. I recorded, I think, 5 videos in total, and recently I was editing videos to upload and realized that I had just lost all of the footage that I had of this entire build. So I'm just going to do a tour of it, and we're just going to move on because I'm not rebuilding it. It would be a huge pain, and I don't want to. I could probably do better now, but I don't feel like it. Essentially, this was a death trap. That was what the first build was called. It was a front hall, and then I had different areas throughout that had different traps throughout. And on the very end, I've got a tower that I live in. And I really liked the idea of this when the raid thing came out. Was it the settlement ambush kit? Yeah, I think it's called the settlement ambush kit. You can set up these settlement ambushes to just attack your camp, not camp, your base, your 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 settlement at any point in time. And it was pretty interesting. So basically, you've got this front hallway, which was just this garage door that goes up and you can shoot down it. I'll show you from this side of going through, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like from the person that has it set up. So, activate this. There's all these traps. People are dumb and walk through it real slow. But I did try to make it where people can actually get through. These will shut off eventually. Whenever they hit people enough, they eventually break and they stop. So they get off. Same with this area. So we've got this huge platform. It's all boxed in. People can't climb out or anything like that. They probably could actually climb out right here, but I'm not that worried about it. And you walk over these traps and boom, you get stabbed and impaled, and this one's already broken. But yeah, you got stuff like that. And then you come a bit forward and boom, this flamer would go off when you come around this corner. You would activate this, and there it goes. It's going off, and so would this arc thing. So you're taking damage from the flamer and from the arc jumper thing. Come around this corner, so let's say someone is like running through, boom, just getting spiked immediately, and that can do some damage to a couple people. But as we walk in here, for some reason the radiation for the area over there is not gone. It just never went away. Don't know what's going on. The raiders that are coming through might think, oh, I just need to go right up there. We got this little viewing platform where someone will be set up, but they come around the corner and boom, there's turrets ready to kill you. You think that you're going to be getting some loot or maybe even getting out, but you don't. You get murdered. But it's as simple as that. I'll run through here. Let me see if I can shut this off. There we go. So those are off now. Alright, so let's go back to the beginning. I'll go up here because you can see this is blocked off, so they can't run around and get up here. I don't think I blocked off the other side. Yeah, so I can get on this. They can't. So they would have to jump up here, which I guess is technically possible because around here there's some sandbags and stuff, which I guess you can also climb over this, but enemies won't path that, so that's all that I'm looking for. So right here you can see I fall off because I'm an absolute scrub. Um, Let me go back up here. You got a nice look of the whole thing. It's just meant to look like this scrappy hallway of death. Um, But we come over here. You can see that we've got the siren right on the front, and we've got a little platform up here. So I can jump up here. This is where everything will start. So um, you will start the area, or you will start the ambush while you're up here. You would turn this on, the ambush would begin. You just kill enemies until they overwhelm you, and then you can back up if you need to, because there's still some spots you can shoot through. Um, and then once you get overwhelmed to the point where you need to come down, you just activate this. This should also be closed. So then, boom, you're shooting them, shooting them, shooting them. As soon as they overwhelm you here, close this. I've also got a bed in here. I don't know why. You can also, while up here, you can come around. You got a nice view around the outside. You can also see down into the settlement, or into the traps and everything. If for some reason you decided to go that way, you can also go around this way, and it's got you a nice view over here. But let's just say while you're down here, you activate this, close the gate, and you activate this door. You leave, close it behind you. Maybe if you didn't get a chance to close the garage door. And then you got a nice view area of this absolute carnage going on. So you can sit here and shoot them through this gate. If it gets too crazy, jump behind this wall, whatever you decide to do. I have an elevator here, powered by that generator, that goes up to the second floor where you still have a view of that kill area, and you can shoot at them, whatever. And then this area is meant to be this open, because you're able to just kind of hang out and shoot at them under there through that direction. But once it starts to get a little crazy for you, you can also see this back area as well from up here. Once it gets a little crazy for you, you just top down and you're running all the way to the end. So we will go up to the second floor, and you can see this is exactly where I was talking about. Someone will be posted up here. You can get, I even gave them some cover to try to be fair, and just pop shots at people coming around that corner through all those traps. You can see all the way through. You can see out over there, everything. Let's say you decide, or you don't have any ambushes going on. You can come up here into your little tower that I have created. Got a nice bed up here. It's fairly comfortable tower. Got each area. You got yourself an armor workbench, a weapons workbench, a chem area, bedroom, a little kitchen living area. So you got all the essentials for a house up inside this tower. You got yourself a nice view out that side, and then you can kind of see through these holes and stuff. But for the most part, this is meant to be pretty protected. But let's say you're just trying to leave and you don't have any ambushes going on. We've got a back door right here. You don't have to go all the way to the front and jump out. So we come right here, we close this gate, and there you go. That's basically the whole thing. If you decide that you just want to come up here, which is held up by this telephone pole and all of these pillars kind of hanging off of the sides and the corners and stuff like that, just come up, flip that switch, close the door behind you, or double click it and open it by accident, and you got yourself an entrance in. So it was fun to build it. I remember when I built it, I've actually used it quite a bit for ambushes. They will path like halfway through. I've not seen them get to the end, actually. I'm going to take rad until I die. But the actual people ambushing will get here, we'll path all the way around, activate these traps, come into this room, and this is about where they stop. I've not seen any get through this room. They'll either die or they will just kind of hang out in this room regardless of me going up in the tower or not. They do not seem to want to actually path this whole area. I'm not sure why. It's kind of disappointing. I spent quite a bit of time building this a long time ago. But yeah, I really enjoyed this build. Let me find a good view of this. We'll go up in here, which I guess that this is pretty open, so it's probably not the safest. Oh yeah, the roof actually. This was a whole thing. Because of all the shapes that I used for this building, the roof is pretty much custom made because of this whole area up top. You definitely can't do this uh, without like angling pieces and stuff like that. I got all these angled boards that kind of board up the corners. I totally forgot about that because it does not feel like an open roof, as open underneath. I've got all of this area filled in and stuff. And then, yeah, you've got some interesting pieces and stuff kind of around this whole area. I think that this is like a this individual roof piece, and so is this area. These each are their own individual pieces. There's two on each side, and then you got a big flat piece up here. It was pretty interesting to build like such a interesting structure, and I think that it ended up looking pretty good. But yeah, I built this whole death trap a long time ago, and I never got to actually show you guys because I lost the footage a long time ago, and I almost mentioned it in a video that I just recorded the other day, and then when I was editing and I looked into it, I was like, oh yeah, I lost all of that footage. That was a huge like turning point of uploading for me is the fact that I lost like 5 videos, and I didn't want to redo it, and I didn't want to not have the content, I guess, and so I don't know why I decided that I just wasn't gonna do any of it, and I didn't even show a tour. I don't like doing just tours. I like showing you guys the builds, like actually building them. It just takes a little bit longer. But yeah, I've recorded a lot of videos lately, and I don't know when this one will be out in comparison to the other ones that I've recently recorded, and hopefully it's not too long of a gap. Uh, I've had discussions with No Respawns about like burnout and stuff, and he's an awesome YouTuber. If you guys don't know who he is somehow, uh, we've discussed the things that I've talked about how stuff like that, losing footage, losing videos and stuff can be discouraging, and like you kind of lose motivation to do this stuff, and then also sometimes life just gets in the way. So that just kind of happens, and so I prioritized those things over making videos, which I don't necessarily think I'm wrong for doing that. I had a lot of stuff going on. I have a lot of stuff going on, but like I'm fine. I can deal with that. Things are getting better though, so I'm hoping that I can actually upload more and that I can get you guys more builds. I want to build in Fallout 4. I've had motivation to build recently. I also want to build. I want to play in Fallout 76. I've bounced a couple ideas off of No Respawns about Fallout 76, and he is gonna be making some videos that I gave him some ideas for at some point. I don't know if they're out now. I don't know if they will be out, but you may be here because of that. I don't know. But I might do something similar, but we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Uh, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and have a good one.